Hello YouTube, it's cold but we're warming it up. We're the second day of working on this. We flattened this out because it was domed up. Okay, we're going to try to use it on the bottom. Here's my spot welding. I'll show you inside where the holes were. Where I drilled and there's that little valve. You can see some wires sticking there. You shoot the wire out, miss the hole. I might get this wrong now. Steve O.J. Mr. Pender knows I'm talking about. He's working on his Mercury truck in the 50s. I'll try to remember to put a link to his channel. He mentioned that. Spot weld on your spot weld. Because it kept blowing through the metal, so I just welded it and add 2 holes, see? If I can get this just right. Jeez, I can't even find them. One here, one. So I'd spot weld a little bit, I'd jump over here. And I was on A on my Lincoln welder. A with wire speed of 3. We got a washer and bolt there. This is upside down, but here's the whole idea. We're going to try to bolt this together. Let's just turn around and show you. We may put a piece of metal in the bottom for weight. This is going to be designed to put in your backpack, so we don't want it heavy. We may put a hunk of metal down in there. We'll just spot weld it like to the washer or something so it's heavier. You don't want this tipping over. This stuff's all designed to use on a park picnic table. So this is on wood, it's not going to burn the table. Kind of like the can of my hobo stove. Remember my hobo stove I made just like this? It had the chicken cans that fit just right. I went through this and do this. This just ain't all luck. This is grabbing cans and saving cans. And I got little baked bean cans and soup cans. Someday you'll see me trying to spot weld soup cans together to make a chimney. You can't solder them and melt. Well, maybe 5 feet up the pipe, but okay, let's work on this a little bit. We're going to go ahead, just because I know it is, we're going to take a sanding drum to this. But if you look across here, let me show you. See that? You got some, watch, I'm coming around. It's pretty good. You can see some high spots. Yeah, I'll try to remember to put a link to his channel. I've been doing some doors on a 50, it's like a 56 or whatever Ford pickup, but it's called the Mercury. It's a really nice old, if you like old stuff like that, go. He's got a couple, well actually 2 trucks. He's working on cab now. Really nice old stuff there. And you Chevy guys, dig through his center. He's got a nice Chevy pickup, I can't tell you. It's got a big block, high-rise intake. It's got that electronic, whatever type carburetor on it. Oh yeah, for you Chevy fans, he's got a nice Chevy truck. Get to his channel. It should be Steve O space with the letter J. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'll try to put a link in there, so I'll give him a shout out. Look at my comments. He comments on my videos, then you can just go straight to his channel. Okay, let's get to work. Some of these videos I'm bored, I'm cabin fever. Today it's 45 outside. Yesterday we hit 70. I got a snowstorm north of me, gonna miss me. But tomorrow on Friday, which should be the 4th, am I thinking right? It's today the 3rd. It's a Thursday. We're going to have rain on Friday in the 50s. Won't that be nice? I should take a picture to show you. I may include a picture. I got cracks in my yard that are like 6 inches deep. The grass is totally dead, brown. So we rambled enough. Let's go to work. Okay, we don't have to do all this body work, but we're practicing. Where's our 2 welds? Here and here. You can see the line. We're practicing. We rolled up this way with our sanding roller. You know? And we did a lot like this. I don't know what they call them little, but you see where it's starting. I stacked these together and then they're going to, so I did it like this, like a sander. And I used my big grinder to get the welds off, 4.5 inch grinder with a stone. And then I go like this. I stack them together so it makes them stronger. Because you should never grind with these things on edge like this and make them thinner. But being I got 2 of them together, see, it's my own design. That's to make it stiffer. That's to make it tapered. These are nice. 1.5 inch cutting disc on Amazon. I don't know what it was for 100 of them, but it was worth it. I did show them and never gave a link. This has been bashed in and stuff, but you know, it'll fit together with a washer and everything. Because we want to make the feet first. Because when we're working on this, we've done this before. Remember the other stove I told you, make the legs first, because if you falling over trying to work on it. We want to get this mocked up first so we can stand it up. And then we're going to measure out for the door. So that's the job today, is get the pieces cut for the door. And I got a few tips on that too when you cut an angle iron at a 45 degree, how to make it bigger so you can custom fit it. So we're off to doing that. That's it. It's good practice for body work. I might be working on a car someday. Do a little body work. I doubt it, but I mean, you could always put that to the back. You're not going to see it anyway when it's down there that far. I mean, think about it. Where's it shiny? You're not going to notice it. See what I mean? You're never going to see it. Back to work. Okay, we give you some tips on how we did this. We cut this with the rotary tool at 10 inches because these are going to be 4 2.5 inch pieces. So we deburr the edges and we make sure they're square with our square there, okay. And see where I got this mark, that little bitty line. And we'll take our square and go all the way around it. And then we're using the hacksaw right on the line. When we first cut this in half, we had to go to one side of the line because it wasn't exact. Now these do not have to be exact. As long as these are all 4 the same length, they do not have to be 2.5 inches. You can be short as 16, 20. The idea is to make a nice square frame that's approximate. This is one of the habits I'm starting to get into. You get here with everything shiny and you're trying to look at it, mark your measurement on your ruler with a dot. It's going to wear off. This was one of my really good ones for drafting, but I bought another one. So this is for metalworking now. So you can see it's getting beat up. So back to work. I'll take a picture of this, and then you'll kind of remember by looking at how I'm doing this. Okay, almost done. See how this stuff don't set? It's not like regular angle iron. Hacksaw and filed. Take it with your square. Go off this edge. Don't try to go off your corner. When you measure stuff with your square, if I can get here and show you, go this way. Remember, it's just a stove. It doesn't have to be perfect. But if you practice this stuff, you might make something really good. Oh, before I forget about a little tip, like picture framers. When you cut this 45 degree angle, which I'm going to do, never cut it exact. Always leave this fat. Always leave this so you got to take some off. But that's how you get that gap. So whatever way you're measuring it, because I'm going to cut it that way, I am going to make sure to leave it heavy. That means don't cut in so far, so you can match it up. Picture framers have a thing when they come down, they actually shave the wood on the angled part to make it exact. So that's what we're going to see. This stuff is not really angle iron, but it's cheap and it'll work. Okay, back to work. Okay, hacksaw and filed. I don't think I even have to take them to the disc sander or belt sander. One of these is factory edge. I put an S for stock. See the paint? Green paint, stock. There you go. 4 identical pieces. Now the trick is to, like I said, when you cut your 45, keep it fat. Don't go clear down to 45 like this and then it's too big of an opening. Keep it up here. So you may have to grind some off. I cut my 45 on the inside, it leaves a gap on the outside. I think I showed on my big stove. So I don't really want to weld that bead out there. This stuff's small. A lot of this is going to be welded on the inside. Smart, right? Spot weld everything on the inside. That way when you're looking at it like this way, you're not going to see it. You'll see the gap of the 45, but you will not see no welds. We're going to sand these first with our drum sander, drum roll sander, roller, or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? sanding rolls. Okay, back to work. Okay, hopefully I can show this so you see what I mean. See how I cut these fat? I'm going to have to cut some of these off so it'll come together at a 45. Because it's hitting and it's not 45. This one has to come in more. So then you can fine tune it. And I'm just going to use my Dremel to do that. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a stove. When the door is on, you'll see about half of this angle iron. Let me get this up on here real quick. Nice to have this little square block, huh? See, when your door is on, you're going to cover up some of this. Now we have to custom fit it together. You see what I mean by I cut on the inside with my angle? Some people go, I don't know how to describe it, back off. I always cut on the inside. Maybe this one shows it better. See, this one's cut with, I need to correct that. That's way off. But I'd rather fine tune them to put them together. Like I said, don't have to be, I'd rather fine tune these. So I need to definitely get that down to, so this stuff is not at a regular angle and it's making it harder. I'm getting frustrated. Time to take a break. Anyway, see what I mean. We're about done with this episode. Next time you see me, I'll have this thing made. We'll talk about it a little bit more. So thanks for watching.